Hey everybody, this is Miss Dietrich. We're taking a look at a question that I've seen a number of different variations of these volcano questions, and it's really a question of reading things super carefully. So this one says, the summit of a volcano is 10 kilometers above the ocean floor. Because what if it just said 10 kilometers above sea level? That would be different, right? So if it's 10 kilometers, so from here to here is 10 kilometers, the length of that line is 10 kilometers. That's something that we have to keep in mind, right? To get from here to here. All right, now we know that sea level is going to be 0 because that's always true, right? And they give us this little nugget down here that says if the ocean floor has an elevation of -5. So this is 5 kilometers below sea level. Let's put a -5 there. All right, now we have to stop and think about that for a second because that means that this line right here, the length of that line is 5 kilometers. The length of that line is 5 kilometers. So how many more kilometers would I need? So let's use a different color. How about blue? How many more kilometers would I need to get to the top here, keeping in mind this whole thing is 10? So again, if the red line is 5 and the whole green line is 10, doesn't that mean we need another 5 kilometers above sea level? So we have the 5 above and the 5 below the line for a total of the 10 kilometers, right? All right, so now let's go through the answer choices and see which one makes sense. All right, A says the elevation of sea level is 0, so that's true, and the elevation of the summit is 5. So would this be 5 all the way up here? That one's kind of a contender, isn't it? Let's read choice B. The elevation of sea level is 5. So sea level is not 5, sea level is 0. So just because of this statement, that makes that part wrong. So we're going to cross that one out. C, the elevation of sea level is 0 and the elevation of the summit is 10. So if the elevation of sea level, this part's right, but the elevation of the summit is 10. That would be true if this was, if this didn't say this. If this just said the summit of the volcano is 10 kilometers above sea level, then that would be one that we would consider. But in this situation, they're talking about this being 10 kilometers above the ocean floor. So that's this distance here. So let's come back to that one. If we read choice D, it says the elevation of sea level is 5 kilometers. Now that's definitely wrong just because we know sea level to be 0. So that's off the table. All right, so if you kind of look between the choices that remain here, which one kind of matches the situation here where they're talking about the summit of the volcano being 10 kilometers above the ocean floor, not above sea level. So that's something that could be easily missed, above the ocean floor. All right, so pick between A and C. Good luck finishing that up.